I have to admit, I'm so jealous of creators today because back in the day, I was always hearing, you need a website for your podcast. You need to have a place to send all of your people that are in your audience or that want to learn more about you. And I was genuinely under the impression I had to have a website. And this was before the fancy one page website builders were readily available or just easy to create. But now you don't have to have a website even for your podcast. I know it sounds super controversial, but the reason why is because now you could create something that ConvertKit has called a creator profile, and it's like your mini website that allows for you to showcase all of your content. It allows you to really display the things that are important to you while growing your email list, which is what those other podcasts and other content websites do not have. So let me walk you through what it takes to set up a creator profile and all the things behind the scenes. Let's get right to it. Hey there, Crystal here today. If we have not met before, welcome to my channel. I am a podcast coach and content strategist, and today we are walking through why you no longer need a website for your content. Can I get an amen? I mean, let's be honest, you should have a website. But for those of you that are just getting started and having a website, starting your podcast, creating your YouTube stuff, and growing your email list, all of it together sounds super overwhelming. This is a solution you've been looking for because with ConvertKit's creator profile, you can showcase all the incredible things that you're doing. You can even have your most recent email newsletters that you've been sending to your community, or you can just feature things that make getting a website up and going so much easier than an actual website. And you're also showcasing your genius and the amazing things that you're doing to the Creator Network. So if you have not watched anything about the Creator Network, you're not sure what that is, make sure you go check out this video, and we're going to link to it in the show notes for today. But I'm excited about this because I think that this is such a powerful tool that anyone that uses ConvertKit can use. So let me go to the computer and I'm going to show you how you can set up your creator profile. Okay, so once you have ConvertKit pulled up, I want you to go over to the Grow section, the Grow tab. And once you go there, you're going to have subscribers, landing pages, forms, your creator profile, and recommendations. I actually did a video all about recommendations. If you have not watched that, make sure you go check it out. Which, by the way, let me back up for a second and say today's video is supported by ConvertKit, and I am so excited to be partnering with them to create this awesome content for you that helps you do incredible things with your creator business. So had to throw that in there for a disclaimer because I love ConvertKit so much, been using it forever in my business. Okay, let's get back to the creator profile. So once you click on creator profile, it's gonna pull up what mine looks like, right? So this is the design template that I created. Let's just be honest, it was like a placeholder and I just filled in all the blanks. So if you wanted to create something that looks as equally stunning as this, then you would just go over to design and template and have the information filled in. But what kind of information do you put on here? Well, you have the ability to add really like a headline. What's the headline? Why would someone care if they landed on this page? And, from writing great copy and learning marketing over the years, I just know what's the quick win for someone? They're likely not going to know who you are. I just expect people won't know exactly who I am. They've landed on this page and they're like, oh, what are the things that I need to know about this person? Well, there's strategic podcast and content tips. That's what you can expect whenever you get on my newsletter. It's very straightforward. Some people will have a catchy name it's the Profit Podcast Updates. If I wanted to have my podcast information up there. But I like to kind of start things with a joke. I think it's fun because I said, yes, Profit is my real last name because it's one of the most common questions that I get. Is that your real last name or is that a stage name? Yes, it's my real last name. And then I said, and content marketing is my love language. That's why I help creators like you start, launch, and market your content with confidence. Drop your email below for my weekly strategy tips for podcasters, YouTubers, and digital creators. And then it has a place for them to put in their email address. And then there's links and all kinds of other fun things that we're going to get into in a second. But that's like a high level what the creator profile is. Now I want to go into the design and how you can make this custom for your own content and for your creator profile. So when you click on design and template, it pops up where you can browse all the different templates that are here. Now, if I start clicking on these, they're going to change. So I did this actually earlier when I was like prepping to do this video. I was like, oh, what happens when I click on these? Well, I started clicking on them and I lost my branding. And I was like, I'm not going to do that for the video, but I'm going to encourage you to play around with the different templates that will work for your content and what you want to showcase. But I just love that ConvertKit makes it so easy. So I just clicked on the Everett version. That's the one that you see here. And then I just customized it with my different branding, which again, I love so much. So let me actually go back out and show you that ConvertKit has all of my branding. So if I did want to, change the accent color, they have my saved colors here, which makes my life so much easier because I can just click on one of my brand colors and then adjust, the opacity and do all the fancy design things that you do on the back end, right? But that's super fun. So I can customize it with fonts and the bolding and all those things. Plus I could also come in and type like directly into any of these. And you can see what it looks like on the mobile version. So if you have a lot of people that you may send them there from Instagram or another, mobile app, then that's cool because you can see exactly what it's going to look like. Plus, you can also open it, and I actually have it open right here. This is what the live version would look like if I were to just go directly to my ConvertKit creator profile. So super cool, right? All right, let me go back and we talked about design and templates. Let's go to the navigation menu. I'm gonna actually go back to the desktop view. So the navigation menu is super fun because I can add links that I want to showcase on my creator profile. Now the creator profile can be used like a website, but it's also something that's really important if you are on the creator network because you can actually put this as like, this is what I want to showcase if people want to learn more about me. And this is the page that I want to directly link them to. You could actually put this in other newsletters that you send out, or you could create a short link, that you share on Instagram that says, hey, you want to learn more about me? How people have like link trees and other things like that. You could just send them to your creator profile and then they would have the option to learn more about you, sign up, get on your email list, but also go to, I have my website listed here for my links. I have watch content strategy videos. This is my YouTube channel. And I also have follow me on Instagram because these are the main calls to action that I want people to get here. But the most important is get on my email list. This is what I want for you to do, which is why it is front and center at the very top. And it's just the most important thing. So let's go back. We talked about the navigation menu. Now the sign up form. I keep this very simple. If you're already a ConvertKit user, you're going to kind of notice like this is all very similar to whenever you create a landing page or a form and it has like, the different things that you want people to do after it happens, whether you want to direct them to a thank you page or you want them to go to a download page to download a freebie that you created for them. But that's just really going to be whatever you want to happen for your preferences. And then after the sign up form, so it's called pages, but really what that means is the different content that you want to have displayed here, right? Because if you have it in the navigation menu, you have links, posts, recommendations, like you could turn all of that off and just have, boom, it's a landing page for someone to get on your email list. But I have these turned on and then we'll kind of walk through what each of these are. But let me go to the newsletter post first. So what you see here is I actually went through and I thought, what are some of the newsletters that I want people who may not be on my list? They want to get a preview of like, what am I signing up for? I'm giving this person my email. What am I going to get? You can actually go through and click on one of these and be able to go read them and see what they look like. So if we go to the live version and I look at posts and I see this here, once I click on this, it opens up and you can actually go and read about my walking pad. This is my fancy walking treadmill that I have underneath my standing desk. I know, I'm super bougie. You can see, look, there's a little picture of it right there. But I can give people a preview of this is what newsletters or my emails that you get. I send weekly emails to my list every single Friday, and people can read like, oh, I'm actually interested in this, or I like her writing, I like her personality, or oh, absolutely no thank you. That's okay too that people do that, because I would rather them have a preview and say, that's not for me, or say, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life, before they get on and subscribe, unsubscribe, all that stuff. But I have several examples of, this one has a GIF, this one has no pictures at all, this one has, different images. So they will be displayed differently depending on what type of newsletter you have. But I love that it has a little snippet, a little preview of what you're actually sending to your list. But now, okay, so that's how you can go through and select all the settings for what you want to have in the different newsletter posts. Then you have products. So I don't have an active product right now within ConvertKit. I've been dabbling with it behind the scenes, but I don't have anything, so it's not selected here. But if you have a product within ConvertKit, you could showcase it and it would pop up down here in the other section. Now let's go into recommendations. If you have watched other videos about the Creator Network, then you're going to be familiar with what that means and what it is. But basically, at the end of the day, this is me showcasing the top people that I want you to get on their list. Like if you get on my list, this same information will pop up and say, hey, I recommend Laura Belgray, I recommend Joe Casabano, I recommend Rachel Rogers, and these are ones that you can automatically subscribe to as well. And you're like, oh yeah, well, Crystal trusts them, I trust her, if we're on that kind of, relationship basis in our creator journeys together. But this is something that I think is super fun. Again, why I love ConvertKit so much is they are trying to raise all creator voices and help all creators grow their business, grow their email list. And this is just another way that we can do that. So that's the recommendations tab. Again, you can always turn it off if you don't want that on there, if you're like, that's too much, but I like to have my recommendations. All right, and oh wait, let me go back. You can actually go to the Creator Network straight from here. So again, if you're wanting to know more about that and what it looks like, go check out this video right here that I created all about the Creator Network. All right, let's walk through the links. So the links is so fun. So I talked earlier about your CTAs, your calls to action. These are things that I want you to do. If you are brand new to me, I want you to check out my podcast. I want you to go check out my YouTube channel. I want you to come hang out with me on Instagram. But if you're asking the question, you're like, well, Crystal, I have a top podcast episode I want somebody to listen to, or I have my favorite YouTube video that everybody needs to see. Can I add more links? Yes and yes. And what I did before I started recording this video is I started playing around with my creator profile, and I was like, let me see how many links you can add. I don't know what the cutoff is, but I think I got up to 15. You can see it just adds more and more here. I'm not going to do that because it gets to be a little overwhelming. But you can see that there are multiple slots, and I got way down the page before it was I didn't even get cut off. So I don't know if there's an unlimited amount of links, but from a marketing perspective, I would keep this short and sweet and have your favorite 2 to 3 recommended links that everyone that comes into contact with you checks out. I actually just thought, oh, I should put my freebie up there. I have this 5-day podcast boot camp that I should absolutely add to my links here. It's just another fun addition for you to have more resources and be helpful right from the beginning when someone stumbles across your creator profile. But again, you can also really, customize this look. If you want to have a different design, I could come in here and, change up what this looks like and, you know, the different backgrounds and borders, but I just decided to keep it pretty in line with what the template was. Again, I'm not trying to be super fancy around here. I'm just trying to make this easier for me. So I kept it simple. All right, let's go through the last few settings that you have on your creator profile. So you have the domain name. This is just what it is. This is the default that ConvertKit gave me. If you want to have a custom domain, and if it's linked within your ConvertKit account, then it would show up here. But this is what I have. I didn't create like a different custom domain for this. So that's what it is. But I could go to my website builder and create like a pretty link or a bit.ly and have it here. But this is just what I'm working with today. And then for SEO, this is what it would look like. So if you share your creator profile, I know a lot of people will share things, whether it's on a social platform like Facebook, or it's in another platform where it shares like the social share pictures. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to have my picture with this beautiful design that ConvertKit has, as well as the title of the page and my name. And that's how it's set up. And I think it looks really nice. And I created something that was just short and sweet. It says strategic podcast and content tips, which is kind of the title of the page. And then I wrote, looking for content strategy tips or advice for your podcast? Look no further. Check out Crystal Profit's go-to tips every Friday. Short and sweet, super simple. And then that's it. So what questions do you have about ConvertKit or a creator profile? Tell me in the comments, because I would love to know. Again, I wish this was around when I first started creating content, because I would have used this as my content website. So if you've been playing around with like, oh, I need a website, but I also need this and I need to do that, like this could essentially be your content website. And you could also use it to really promote what you're doing with your creator profile on the creator network within ConvertKit. And I just think it's so fun. So again, I know this is like just like all over. It's like, oh, ConvertKit, love ConvertKit. Yes, it is, because I love how they have been so intentional about helping creators really grow their business. And I think that this is just another like huge home run for them. And if you want to try ConvertKit out, I am a partner with them, and you can go to crystalprofit.com/ConvertKit to check out all the incredible things that they have. But I want to see your creator profile. So if you are a ConvertKit user, drop in the comments your creator profile. Like, share the link with us. Let us check out some examples of what your creator profile looks like, or some creators that you're like, man, I found this person, their creator profile is awesome and I love looking at it, or just give us some more examples. But I am so excited about what we can do with our creator profiles on the creator network within ConvertKit. But that's all I have for you today. So make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video and hit the subscribe button. And as always, remember, keep it up. We all have to start somewhere.